life, there must be someone to take your hand and share the torrid days. Without the touch of the friendship, there is no life and we must fade away. Good morning, everyone. Myself, Prasanna, and I am here to say the review of the book I read. The book I read was the Room on the Roof, which says about the struggle faced by the teenager. The thing I learned from the book is to be brave and face each and every situation, and also to be stand by themselves. The reason for choosing the book is to the work content of the simple words. The genre of the book is novel and the fiction. It was published by the Puffin Books in 1956. The book contains 184 pages. Whereas coming to the author, a person who was spent his important year of the life in a old room on the roof in a basati. He used to write the books of Indians, and also he had left behind the Dehradun of the India, which had turned the journal into a novel, and it is also called as The Room on the Roof by Ruskin Bond. This book was the first novel of the Ruskin Bond. He was written when he was in the 17 years. He was born in the Kausali in Himachal Pradesh. The purpose of writing this book is to share the childhood experience of to the readers. Whereas coming to the protagonist of the book, the main role of the book is Rusty, who is a 17 years old and coward orphan boy who lives with his guardian, Mr. John Harrison. He doesn't like his guardian because he was strict and doesn't allow him to play with the other boys of Indians who always play to the only committee of the people. The other important character of the book is Somi, who was played a role to the Rusty, as he was always encouraged Rusty to be, and he's changed a lot of life in Rusty. The main theme of the book is Rusty journey reflects the struggle of the teenager trying to find the life in the world. Once the Rusty came out from the house, he found himself, whereas before his life was ruled by the guardian. The narrative of the book: there was a boy named Rusty who was 17 years old, and he was under the guardian, Mr. John Harrison. Once he came out of the house, with the help of his friends, he learned how to be, and he doesn't know how the society would be outside in the before. He learned how to stand by himself and maintain himself. The moment I like the most is the way he was against the guardian and coming out of the farm. In this, I admired that the courage and the breaking of the chains for the comfort zone. The Rusty's writing style was simple and contains of irony, humor, and metaphor, which that makes the readers too easy. The author's is a nostalgic tone, adds a layer to the warmth and sentimentality to the narrative. In the conclusion, at the starting of the book is bored, but there is an interesting part in the middle where Rusty was covered and talking. He was feared to talk with his guardian, whereas there is a mistake that the guardian does not allow him to speak or play outside with the Indian boys. He was against the guardian coming out of his house is make him brave and maintain himself. I recommend this book to read everyone, as this book contains a simple words. It is best for the readers of the who begins reading of the book. I read this book of 4.5 out of the 5, as I doesn't dislike any part of this book. Are there any questions to ask? The character is Somu, who played an important role, as he always be beside of Rusty, who help him to be come out from the house and be maintain himself. First of the story, it was a stillboard, where the coming of half of the story, the Rusty was coming against to the guardian as he was not allowing him. So it make interesting from the half of the story.
So from second half, you started having interest to read.
Yes, ma'am. As the author, it means they start with the boring part and ends with the happiness ending.
Anything else?